here are some potential fits that I outlined. 7 teams that could see a scoring winger in their future. Someone in Boeser, who is one of the NHL's pure shooters. I did a deep dive on his game, listed these 7 potential fits as well as a potential trade return or some recent comparables. Which one of these teams stands out to you as the best fit?
Well, Jersey's really good right off the bat because they can handle the cap hit, and he'd look good with Heischer and Hughes. But the one that's kind of under the radar for me that I'm very intrigued by, Frank, would be Washington. They just went out and spent a little bit on Strome and on Sonny Milano, but I still think they need a little bit of younger depth there on top of those two players projecting out. And Besser's cap hit, is a little bit heavy at 6 and change, but you've also got a TJ Oshie who's missed time with injury. He's getting older. He's 36. And I can't help but think that Boeser would look really good on that right side, able to play a second line role. Problem is that Besser's also been injured too. So what are we getting here? And as you alluded to in the article, Washington would probably have to send a player going back the other direction. And, how about an Anthony Mantha? What about a Lars Eller? I mean, maybe these are the types of players that Vancouver would like to take on in a Mantha. But there are centermen coming along within that organization. A couple first rounders, Hendrik Lapierre, Connor McMichael, that'll be ready for duty soon. So I'm just really intrigued with Washington. I don't know if it'll work there, but Frank, there's also some other ones that I thought might be pretty good spots for Boeser to land.
Yeah, I think I'm less concerned about where and more concerned about what does the package look like for Vancouver, because you think back to the conversation we were having previously about the Canucks trying to create as much salary cap flexibility as possible. Well, they've added $10 million in wingers in the last couple weeks with the Kuzmenko re-signing and then adding Anthony Beauvillier, who seems like he's going to operate the bumper spot on Vancouver's power play as they resume their schedule out east. So you're thinking, okay, well, taking a player back in, let's say, Mantha, for instance, he's got 5.7 and 1 more year remaining. Does that really create any cap flexibility for the Canucks moving forward? It's just kind of moving around the deck chairs